There was a lot of talk this week coming out of WrestleMania about the security situation at the MGM Grand, or lack thereof. That was the official talent hotel this year for WrestleMania. Per Fightful Select, a lot of talent raised concerns about the lack of proper security. And when asked about the situation, several wrestlers responded to Fightful with, "What security?" One WWE source claimed that certain fans crossed boundaries during meet and greet sessions where they attempted to initiate hugs with the talents, and this was strongly discouraged, not just for personal reasons, but also due to health concerns. One wrestler believed that things were getting worse because of the sky-high ticket prices set by WWE under TKO and Fanatics. They believe that they are no longer financially accessible to fans who want to meet them and normally pay for meet and greets, and the inaccessible prices could be a reason behind the fans getting aggressive, which, by the way, even if that were true, that is no excuse for fans behaving in the way that they're behaving. Let's not make excuses for these people. But a lot of fans use their kids to get us to sign things, says one former WWE champion. If we don't, they put their phones in our face and they try to guilt trip us. Another WWE superstar claimed it's WrestleMania and there are wrestling fans in town. What do people expect? Now, I saw a video of Randy Orton getting mobbed in the lobby. I saw a video of Drew McIntyre getting mobbed. The CM Punk incident is the one that got the most attention from TMZ. This was Sunday night after his main event match with Roman Reigns. His wife, AJ, she was seen hugging Bayley in the lobby of the MGM Grand like they were saying goodbye. There was a fan who had been following them with his phone out, and even after they moved to a different area, like they kind of walked towards the elevators to, get some privacy. And the fan followed, and he continued to film them, and he got all up in their space. Bayley even told the guy to go away, and she tried to push his phone away, and that is when Punk stepped in, and he smacked the phone right out of the guy's hand. It even bounced off the floor. Then security stepped in to get in between everybody. Punk looked like he wanted to kill this guy. He was having Wembley flashbacks. TMZ reached out to the fan, who said he's not going to sue Punk and he's not going to press charges and put him in jail. He just wants an apology. Oh, really now? Is that right? He's lucky he didn't get punched in the mouth. See, that Punk would have to answer for if he put his hands on the guy. But he didn't. He smacked the phone out of his hand. And he deserved it. He was being an asshole. To me, the moment on the video where Bayley signals that she's not cool with this guy invading her space and getting so close, that changes the whole dynamic. Like, you were warned. You opted not to heed that warning. You don't get to then turn around and play victim here. I'm sure there will be no apology forthcoming, nor should there be. Punk did nothing wrong. Only a few minutes before this happened, same hotel, Damian Priest had to step in to help one of the female wrestlers who was surrounded by this group of fans wanting autographs and pictures, and they were kind of closing in on her. Sean Waltman said that he was physically assaulted. He was even stalked in the bathroom. Booker T said that there was a fan filming him in the bathroom at the MGM Grand. Usually for WrestleMania, WWE books out an entire hotel for the talent. So you don't have fans who have access. You don't have fans running around there. But they couldn't do that in Vegas at the MGM because there's a casino there. So you can't lock down the entire hotel because it would impact their casino business. But this is where TKO and WWE, they need to step up. And they need to pay extra for security for their talent for an event like WrestleMania, where it is going to be a zoo. And if you can't lock down the hotel the way that you normally do, then dip into those deep pockets that you have and pay to protect your talent. Or, and I don't know if this is the case with MGM, but I know some of these casinos, they have another hotel attached to them. You don't have to stay at the resort itself. For example, for House of Glory, we had our shows at the Pearl Theater. The Pearl Theater is at the Palms. Okay, the Palms Casino Resort. I could have booked a room there. Instead, I booked a room at the Palms Place Hotel, which is connected to the Palms. You just have to do a little bit of walking to get there. And it was a lot quieter over there than it would have been staying at the Palms itself in terms of foot traffic. I don't know if that would have been doable at MGM. I don't know if there's another hotel connected or in the back. But if it was, I don't know why they didn't just book the talent in the adjacent hotel there. But this is not something to cheap out on. It's one thing to hear Kevin Nash complain about there being no food backstage at the Hall of Fame for the talent because they were too cheap to spend money on catering, right? They had some bags of chips, a couple of bananas, and a tangerine. That's all they had, okay? That's one thing. But when you're dealing with safety, that's a whole other ball of wax. There are boundaries that you do not cross. This is not the same as seeing a wrestler and politely asking, oh, can I get a picture? Can I get an autograph? And if they say no, or if they ignore you, you just move on like a normal fucking human being. These are throngs of people, hordes of them, all congregating in one place, shoving their phones in people's faces. I forget who it was. I think it was Rhea Ripley. And it might have been in Saudi. It might have been on one of the Saudi shows. But there was a fan video, and she was outside somewhere. I think she was up against the car, and it might have been an Uber, or if it was there, maybe it was a limo. I don't know what it was, but she was literally pressed up against the car, and there was a whole like group of people surrounding her, and I don't remember there being anybody around. And so I can only imagine if you're a talent, especially, you know, a female talent, if you have all these guys that are like, you know, their fucking tongues are wagging, and they're kind of, it's like something out of The Walking Dead, where, you know, the walkers are making their way towards you, right? And now there's so many of them, and they're slowly creeping towards you. Like, I can only imagine like what a situation like that must feel and how helpless you are when it gets that bad. We're not talking about a couple of people here. Again, these are hordes of people that are shoving their phones in people's faces and demanding autographs and photos. And when it's very clear the talent does not want to give them one, they follow them and they get all up in their business. Like, imagine being one of those wrestlers trying to get up to your room, and there's only one way up and one way down. There's no secret back entrance. And so you're waiting for the elevator. Are you going to get in that elevator and run the risk of being trapped inside with these people and no security around? I mean, you're just asking for something bad to happen. Like, there have been too many stories recently, especially with the women, about creepy stalker fans even showing up at their homes. Like, this isn't something to play around with. The talents are there to work for you. If not for you telling them to be there, they would not be there. Protect your talent.